All right, we're back for another video. This is the last day of the NABC Robot Individual. Our first two sessions have been 60.77 and 55.58, which is a pretty disappointing score for yesterday. Both days I've severely underestimated my score, though. I thought, the first day was something like a 50 and the second day was something like a 45. So I've been consistently running about 10% underneath. So the goal for today again is get a 70, which means we need to estimate 60, I suppose. It's 9:05 in the morning. I have a bridge game at 9:45, so we're going to try and knock out maybe 8 hands in this video and then get back to it later on. So when we came into this tournament with 3,000 entries, the goal was finish top 100. After a 60 to 55, that's seeming a little bit far-fetched, but we'll try and do as well as we can here. I wouldn't say I've been impressed with my performance either, but not really disappointed as well. Some days you just don't get as many opportunities as other days, and I certainly haven't played mistake-free by any means, but it's been moderately disappointing so far, and we'll try and have a big session here today and kick that off with 8 boards here before we get to our morning bridge with real people. All right, so fall NABC Robot Individual Day 3, and let's get to the action. Make this a little bit smaller over here. All right, see if we can put up some good boards here before the morning game. We have 18. It is semi-balanced, and then it's 5-4-3-1 with a singleton king. Kind of don't want to open 2-no trump with this. Remember that in the robots we're using the 18 to 21 opening range for 2-no trump. So I believe what I'm going to do is open a club and reverse into diamonds. It's a heart after a double by West. Let's make sure that 2 diamonds still should show reverse values here. 5 plus clubs, 4 plus diamonds, 3 or fewer hearts, 21 or fewer high card points, 18 to 22. Sounds exactly like what we've got. And now Yo-Yo jumps to 3 spades. So we are not bidding any higher, that's for sure. I feel like we've bid the limit of our hand here. They're not vulnerable, so, in my mind, perhaps my logic's wrong here, but in my mind, speculative doubles are for when they are vulnerable, because there's really a bigger delta between plus 100 and plus 200 than there is between plus 50 and plus 100. And in other words, the upside is greater when you can change your score from 100 to 200 than it is when you can change your score from 50 to 100. So I don't think I'm going to double this. I don't see any reason to think that I'm beating it anyway. We have 18 points, which means that no one else at the table can have as many as 18, or as many as 19. Somebody could have 18. But, sounds like the guy behind us has a pretty big hand, and sounds like both my partner and the dummy are probably fairly broke. And we'll just go ahead and pass. We're going to have to find an opening lead. That's gross. Kind of tempted to lead a trump here. My other choice is the king of hearts. What do I think my partner's shape is? Probably something like 1-5-4-3. Yeah, I think we're just going to lead a trump here. I think that's the safest thing to do. And we'll be playing our estimating game here. So after each board, we're going to use a 5 grade scale, either top, plus, 50, minus, or 0. And we expect a pretty good hand in the dummy here. Or just nothing extra. There's always that. Not sure what the point of bidding 3 spades as opposed to 2 spades here was by the dummy, but that's what he did. And we lead the diamond 3 up. So I guess pretty much at this point, what's done in the trump suit is done. I don't see any reason to not go up the ace of diamonds here. Is it possible that we should lead club and do that? partner's supposed to have some points here. And it's either the king of clubs or the ace of hearts, possibly both that he holds. But he's got to have one of those cards to justify even bidding here. I think we're just going to continue along this trump route. If any luck, partner will show out here. That's not good. This means that our opening lead basically probably blew a trick. I guess Declare could still pin the Doubleton 10 on her right. So now we are known to hold both the 10 and the queen of diamonds. Partner pitches a heart. We give up our king of spades. We know at this point the Declare had 4 spades. And this is now fun. Win this and probably just return a small club, right? Is there any reason to get out the king of hearts at this point? I don't see it if there is. That probably confirms that it was partner with the king of clubs. Oh, she's going to drop the king of hearts. Cute. And now we have a finesse through my known diamond position. Well, the silver lining here is we didn't double. I mean, technically, I think we're only entitled to the 4 tricks, but it sure feels pretty gross that he actually got to all 10 of his tricks. Let's make sure with the double dummy here. Actually, it says that a trump leader diamond could hold them to 3, so where did we go wrong? But a diamond, it was correct to pop bullet. And we, at this point, needed to get the king of hearts out of our hand or start clubs. So that's where we went wrong, is trick 3 leading another trump. And I guess the point of all this is to kill the entry to the east hand before you can finesse diamonds twice. I think that's the point. Okay, so we're definitely estimating minus on board 1 and board 2. 9, 11, 15, 17. We are supposed to open a no trump with 17 balanced. Partner transfers us to spades. We're done. The deuce of clubs gets led. Dummy is jack 6 of the spades and a heart void. 10, 9, 4th of diamonds and the king 3rd of clubs. Oh, by the way, if you're ever talking to your friends about bridge hands and you want to be cool, these are the ways that the north and south hands would be described. So I held jack 4th, void, 10, 9, 4th, king 3rd. Or South would say about her hand. Queen 9 doubleton, ace 10 4th, king queen 3rd, ace queen 4th. You always go in suit order and talk about the high cards followed by how many cards you have in the suit. So like the South club suit is ace queen 4th and the diamond suit is king queen 3rd. All right, deuce of clubs lead. What can we do with this? Well, we have at least 3 club tricks. We have 4 if they break 3-3. Well, we have the ace of hearts. We have however many diamonds are going on. And we probably don't need to rough anything in the dummy. In fact, we definitely don't need to rough anything in the dummy. So we can start the trumps. The right way to do that is to lead low from the north hand towards the south hand. And when east plays small, should we play the queen or the 9? I believe the 9 is the right play. There's no way that the king is getting roughed, and we want to lead from the south, or we want to lead from the north hand. So I'm going to go ahead and win this one in the dummy, since our next plan of attack is to play trump, and we want to start those from the north hand. I'm embarrassed to say that I don't know if the bots lead 4th best or 5th best, so I don't know what to think about this Jack of Clubs card. We're going to play the 9 here. That locates the spade 10 for us. So it looks like the bot has led from 9 4th of clubs, and East had Jack 10 doubleton. And I see no reason not to continue drawing trump. So this confirms that East had King 10X originally. Oh, the clubs are just 3-3 the whole time. How do I know that Lefty's not roughing it? Because he led the 2 and he followed with obviously a higher card. So East had Jack 10-9 the whole time. And we have the 13th club in the south hand, which means that we can just go ahead and the only trump that's outstanding is the 10. We need a way to the dummy to draw that. So we're going to go ahead and play low heart. Pull the trump, pitch a loser off the dummy, and lead a diamond, and they can take the ace of diamonds, and our other diamonds are going on winners. Okay, so we just have a ton of tricks at this point. And in fact, we now have a beer, right? We can even be super cute and rough the ace of hearts. Could have thrown the good 7 of clubs there. That would have been cute also. And the bot owes us a beer. Looking to me like we did pretty good on this hand. There's no way we're getting to the game or necessarily even making it. So I'm going to estimate plus on that one. We have this time 15 balanced. We have a bid for that. Partner inquires about our major holdings. We bid hearts before spades. It's just the way most people handle Stayman, is that you bid them up the line if you've got both. And partner raises to the game. 6 of diamonds lid. And this process of like trying to figure out what the opening lead means and counting your tricks, this is something that you're going to want to take some time with. Take your time at trick 1, thinking about forming a plan and thinking about if you can ascertain whether that lead means anything. Okay, so dummy has a 10 count. We have 15. That doesn't tell us a bloody thing about our opponent's hands, except they've chosen to lead the 6 diamonds. We know that the bots don't like to lead aggressively. So dollars to donuts that the king of diamonds is actually on our right. There aren't any losers to pitch here. We can't get rid of the diamond anyway. So I don't see any reason not to go ahead and play small from the dummy. We could draw a trump. We don't need the trump to rough anything out. The normal way to play the trump suit is going to be lead the ace and then lead low towards the jack. Oh, we've got to lose the ace of spades and the king of diamonds probably. And we'll find out about the queen of spades and the queen of hearts and the king of clubs. But for right now, I don't see any reason not to just play small from the dummy, right? If we go up the ace, like there's no place to get rid of the queen of diamonds anyway. I suppose the clubs could be 3-3 with the king in the pocket, the trump's behaving, and throwing 1 diamond on the spade. Well, that's kind of interesting. Maybe I should try that. Do I have an entry back to the... I could win the ace of diamonds, lead a heart to the jack. King of Hearts, heart. Run the clubs. Assuming that King third's in the pocket here for a second. Then how would I be getting back to the dummy? I could lead the 6 of hearts to the 8, but that would draw the... This is... Yeah, we're just going up ace of diamond, or small diamond here. All right, as expected, East has the king. Comes back at the ace of spades. That's not bad news for us, I don't think. And a spade. There is no reason to finesse this. If we play ace of hearts in that. Is there any reason to do anything? We now have a roughing position in spades, right? Probably West has the queen. And we have the 10 and the 8 with the 9 gone. Probably West has only 3 spades. I don't think there's any reason to deviate from our normal trump plan here. And I'm going to leave the 6 of hearts just as a small heart to potentially get to the dummy with. I think the bot might just be messing with us here with 10 and 1. So again, I don't see any reason not to just make the normal trump play here. Okay, messed with us with the queen 10x, so we always had a trump loser on the normal line, right? We could have, yeah, he actually always has a trump trick no matter what with queen 10 third. Okay, so they've gotten their ace of spades, which they're always getting. They've gotten their king of diamonds, which they're always getting. Now it's just a matter of whether they get this club or not. They get that. And now we go ahead and rough this, and our hand is good. And there was no way around any of this, so we've bid a game, we've taken our tricks, and we're pretty much always going to give ourselves an average plus for that. Board 4. Let me make sure. So, oh, wait a minute. Did we manage to go off one there? We did ace of spades, king of clubs, king of diamonds, queen 10 of hearts. We had to lose all these tricks. We're in a normal contract. There was no way to make 4, right? Right, on the diamond lead. He had to lead us. Queen of spades, the queen of, yeah, he had to lead something ridiculous to let us make. So we're in a normal contract going down, and that sours my outlook a little bit. Let's revise that downwards towards an average for that board. So our running total through 3 boards is average. And I just, it seems like everybody's got to get to 4 hearts on that. And the bot's going to make the same lead. We never had a chance to pick up an extra trick. Average seems, that board seems like it's really flat, probably. All right, heart and no trump. 10, 16. Do I want to bid 2 diamonds? No. Do I want to double? No. I'm just going to sit back. This is not an auction type that you must balance against because it's very likely that they only have 7 trumps. Okay, when they have 8, you've got to be scared for 2 reasons. First of all, they've got 8. And second of all, the fact that they have, the more trump that they have in their fit, the more cards there are for us to produce an 8-card fit on the outside somewhere else. So it's like a compound effect when they have 8 cards, because not only are they in a comfortable spot, but it's more likely that we have a comfortable spot. All right, so dummy was doing that trick we talked about where you've got kind of less than traditional responding values, but you go through one no trump first with the bad 3-card raise. So this is consistent with playing something called constructive raises, where like your 1 major, 2 major raises show 3 trumps and something more like 8 to 10 points. So evidently the bots are proponents of that, and here we are defending against their 2-level contract, them having 8 trumps. Not a great spot for us. I'm not sure what else we were supposed to do. And partner has chosen the 8 of clubs lead. And I think we're going to go through with the plan of playing 6 boards on this video and then quitting unless there's a super easy one coming up here in the next couple. All right, so nothing to do but play the jack of clubs for now. Declare plays the ace of clubs, the card he was known to hold. Notice if you hold the ace king there, you shouldn't play the king because they're equivalent cards. I know you've got the ace. I don't know you've got the king. You're not in the business of sharing information superfluously with your opponents. All right, comes back with the 10 of spades. Partner covers with the jack. Low from the dummy. Is there any reason for me to play to overtake this with the queen? And lead a small heart would be the idea. What about that 8 of clubs opening lead? What do we think about that? Well, it's not from the 10. That's the only other, well, that could be from king 10-8, but bots don't do that. So probably Declare has ace king 10 of clubs. The entire club suit's coming in. Maybe I should overtake this and play the queen of clubs. Seems very likely the spades are 4-4. He's going to throw a spade on the long club anyway. All right, I'm liking this idea of overtaking the spade to return the queen of clubs. The partner had 8-7 doubleton. Declare had ace king 10 fourth. There's another spade. Partner goes up with the king this time. Don't see any reason to. Why is partner so willy-nilly to win these tricks? Okay. Now what? Diamond. Declare have any of those? Yeah. Heart. No reason to hop this up. Declare partner wins the jack. Turns the 5 of diamonds. Does Declare have another one? No. At this point, it was probably the case that Declare had queen 10-5 of hearts. Does that give him enough to open the bidding with here? 10-3 of spades. Okay, so we never had any club tricks. We had 1 heart trick, 2 spade tricks. What else did we get in the wash? We actually got a 2nd heart trick that we weren't necessarily entitled to. What would have happened had we balanced with 2 spades? We're vulnerable, so that's good for our prospects, I suppose. We had 5 spade tricks, and we had 3 diamond tricks and a heart trick. We're off 2 clubs, a heart, a diamond. You can only give him the 1 rough. So I don't love that we're potentially making 2 spades. This kind of seems average minus-y to me. I think that's what we're going to go with. And our running total is at minus half a board so far. All right, 7, 10, 15 balance, sort of 5 hearts and 4 diamonds. I could maybe go against the grain here by opening a no trump. I'm not sure what that would accomplish for me other than introducing a little bit of variance. And so we'll start with a heart. When you're 5-4-2-2, I call that a semi-balanced hand, and I would suggest throwing that in your no trump family bidding when the 5-card suit is a minor, but here it's a major, so we'll start with a heart. Trying to set a good example here, not just manipulate the bots. Now we're going to, once you've opened a heart and partners rebid or responded to spade, you need to follow through with your plan by bidding 2 diamonds here, not 1 no trump. 1 no trump would indicate a hand that's got lower strength than this, whereas 2 diamonds, you know, look at the description, it's 12-18. And by the way, that's an argument against opening a heart and rebidding 2 diamonds. Not that that's not the book bid, I'm just saying that like that pattern of auction defines your hand less than opening 1 no trump. So it's a matter of like what you want to get and what you want to give up. But I just want to point out that like one of the things in the minus ledger here is that your rebid is going to be less defined. Dummy takes us back to 2 hearts, and I don't see any reason to keep on going here. And he's got 9 points and 2 trump. They've led a spade, which is going to give us 3 spades, and the ace of diamonds and a club. And what do we want to do about this heart suit? 10 of spades, huh? Which is dummy's first bid suit. So I would imagine that the 10 is from singleton 10 or 10 doubleton here. What suit do I need to play around with? Diamonds? What if I won the spade and let a club for a Morton's fork? Would that do any good? Only if... That's probably not the greatest of ideas. So few entries to the dummy here. Only 2 sure ones. What if I went up the king of spades and gave up on my 3rd spade trick? I'm not sure I'm throwing anything good on it anyway. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go up king of spades and run the beer off the table. And I'm not sure what to do with this hand so far, so I'm going to postpone drawing trump since I'm not really sure what's right. And that's kind of one of the heuristics I use. When I'm not sure what's right, I don't start the trump. Okay, so we've located the 9 of diamonds. What we're hoping is that East has queen 9 of diamonds. Okay, so there's the spades getting cleared. Kind of want to just play the king of clubs here to create an entry. Okay, that's cool. We'll go ahead and unblock this. And now I think it's time to tackle the trump. Okay, they've still got king X of trump. Good, the diamonds are 3-3. And they either have 2 trump tricks or they have 1. They have 2. All right, so we get a plus score here. Everything's good in my hand. That seems like a plus. So running estimate is now at even. We will play one last board and then cut this video off and come back for boards 7 through 24 later today. We have 14, and I'm going to open this a no trump. 2 clubs. I do not have a major partner. 2-no invitational. Well, I'm going to take a shot here. And they have at least 5 tricks right off the top. Beautiful. At least the hearts are 4-4, unless Wes led from a 3-card suit. How do I know that? They led the lowest spot that I couldn't see, so you know the opening leaders either got 4 or 3. And let's cross our fingers for 4. Yeah. And he just cashes the ace of spades. And we can claim for down 1 and cut this video off. This seems like a minus to me, so our running estimate for this morning, and now I want to play 2 more boards. Oh, let's see if we can play. Oh, let's not. Let's cut it off here. I can win this and claim. So our running average through 6 boards is minus half a board. Yep. And we'll see you later on today with boards 7 through 24. Hope you enjoyed this video.